be doozy. The news be doozy. The news be doozy.
Where is Senator Mitch McConnell? Nobody has seen him in weeks, and lawmakers want some answers at this point. The U.S. is considering striking another country in the middle of this Iran war. Diddy's lawyers say they're having a hard time reaching him. We have a lot to tell you today, and we are so glad you could join us for Hot 97 News. The news is newsing on this Thursday, July 23rd. We are almost to the end of the week. I can smell it from here. I'm your host, Lana Harris. Smell the end of the week with Rondell with 2 N's.
What's happening?
And Million.
Keep it a million.
Okay, first thing we have to talk about is the fact that these people are really trying to get a communism narrative going in America. Have y'all noticed this?
I'm telling you, they've been pushing it like crazy. Are they far-fetched though? That's questionable.
That's the question. So this came up again when Trump had a rally yesterday at a high school in Georgia, and we'll just show you a little piece of what he said.
Is back. It's stronger than ever before. And I'm telling you, it's only going one way. It's going up. As long as we keep our current thinking, our current system, it's going up. If you go the other way, nothing ever succeeds. I made the statement once, with communism, everything turns to shit. Okay? It's true.
So he told them communism is the single greatest threat to our country in its history, including World War I, including World War II, including Pearl Harbor, and including 9/11.
See, he's dragging it, and they're doing that thing that they like to do where they over exaggerate,
right?
Because nobody is like completely communist. The ones that are or really close to it are down and out. We've seen a couple of those countries, but most of the time, these new people that we see, the socialists that they're talking about, they're typically like modeling after socialist countries, not necessarily communist countries.
Yeah, communism is a stretch, and that's why I think it's really weird that it seems like they're really trying to push that and get that fear going. So I saw on X today that the White House page posted, the United States of America will never be a communist country. Again, like this is really genuinely a problem. Wow. And then I saw the State Department post on X this video that's a lot more menacing when you have the music. Obviously, we're also on YouTube, so we can't play the music, but they're posting this, even saying that Cuba is the capital of 21st century communism. So this is legitimately becoming a thing.
That is scary, and this has become a thing before in the past. We've had the Red Scare
right
at one point in time where they was just pointing people out, literally imprisoning people just because they thought they were communist. And are they trying to resurge this?
It literally feels like history is just repeating itself, which is so strange to me. So we all know, well, most of us know who Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is, AOC. She is actually one of America's leading democratic socialist politicians. So she's always in the conversation when people are talking about communists and socialists and, XYZ. So she was actually asked today, isn't there a concern or like a slippery slope towards socialism inevitably turning into full-blown communism? And AOC said no. And here's why.
Silly, I think. You just think about how impossible it has been to raise the minimum wage in America in 10, 15, 20 years. Do Republicans really think that this stuff is going to happen? No, they don't. They're trying to scare people because they don't want us talking about the fact that we all have a right to health care in this country. So they want to call it communist, and they want to call everything they don't like communist, because if people actually wake up to the fact that their elected officials are screwing them over when they get here, then they're going to realize that they deserve better.
So, I mean, that is a very valid point. You guys can't pass anything. You guys can barely get anything done. The Republicans have the majority right now, and they can barely get anything done because they only have a very slim majority. So the idea that they can really turn this whole country into communism is kind of a joke. But I did look up what these democratic socialists are kind of about compared to what the GOP is kind of concerned about. And they want things like tuition-free public college. They want government-funded healthcare for everybody. They want much more affordable and publicly funded housing. They want higher taxes on rich people and on corporations. They want stronger unions, higher wages, and more worker protections. They want larger government spending on clean energy and climate-related jobs, and they want less power for billionaires and giant corporations.
I don't see anything wrong with that. Throw in the HOA, we got a deal. Yeah, don't get rid of the HOA, and you got a deal.
The thing that's wrong with it is that humans are in charge of it. There's gonna be some people that start branching out and expanding, and it could become a thing where people are you're taxing the rich, but you're also now taxing the citizens, the normal citizens, a lot of money. Also, it's a sketchy thing.
Yeah, the Republicans would counter that and basically say free healthcare and free education and free housing, it's not free. You're still getting taxed.
Yeah.
To pay for it. So taxpayers are going to pay for that. And they feel like the higher taxes would just basically discourage people from opening businesses, and raising wages would really harm small businesses. So there are pros and cons for and against. Is it full-blown communism somebody is really actually advocating for, where the government controls everything? I haven't heard anybody say that, but they feel like it's a slippery slope. So, it is what it is.
Yeah, where the government controls everything. So, I mean, you could kind of make the argument Donald Trump is doing that right now.
He's definitely moving like an authoritarian figure.
Yeah.
Congress is letting him. I mean, Congress is just, we don't see anything you're doing. We don't care. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. We just live here. It is time for your top stories.
It's the Lionel Rundown.
Well, you might have noticed that gas spiked again, and that is probably because the conflict officially spun out of control a little bit last night, at least temporarily. So just, to get it out the way, the U.S. did its 12th night straight of strikes. Iran's been firing back at America's Gulf allies, so that's just kind of been happening in the background. It's crazy that that's the footnote at this point, but, I could tell you all the same things. Iran didn't hit anything meaningful. The U.S. hit them hard. Yeah, So the real update is that the Houthis, Iran's allies in Yemen, did end up hitting 2 Saudi Arabian oil tankers in the Red Sea. And that is where the Bab el-Mandeb Strait flows into. We've talked about this many a time before. That is what Saudi Arabia essentially uses as a backup route because the Strait of Hormuz has been bogged down. So oil will get a lot more expensive if both major oil routes are threatened. And Trump immediately hopped on Truth Social to try to nip that in the bud. He said a year ago, the U.S. attacked the Houthis very powerfully, shooting at ships and messing up trade, because that's what they were doing. But since then, and throughout this whole war with Iran, he says they have acted very responsibly. He says, but unfortunately, now they are starting up again and shot at 2 Saudi Arabian ships last night. So please let this truth serve to represent that if they do this again, the U.S. will hold Iran responsible, and that the Houthis are a surrogate and or proxy of Iran. So they're going to hit them. They're also obviously going to hit the Houthis. And he said that he is very disappointed that they have acted very professionally and smart up until now. So I thought that was very kind. A lot of kind words than one would think would be used for Iran's allies. But oil did jump above $100 a barrel for the first time since May. So, the war started in February, the end of February. So, this is not the direction we want to be going. Despite all of this, Marco Rubio said Iran is begging for a deal. It's coming from him, not Trump this time. Here's what he said.
Something about their policy is an eye for an eye. The president's policy is a head for an eye. I mean, honestly, that's what it's going to be. I mean, they will pay a very heavy price for the things they're doing. They're already paying a very heavy price. You guys don't know it because you don't cover it. You're not in Iran. You're not in the street. They don't have a free media. But they're going to continue to pay a very heavy price. These people who are calling us every day, begging, let's do a deal. They send us messages through other countries, third countries. I mean, they're running out of countries to send. Even I had countries here coming up to me, oh, I just spoke to the Iranians. They want to do a deal. The problem is, every time these people do a deal, they either break it or after they make it, they want to change the deal. So they're probably not ready to do a deal yet, but they will be soon, because the price they're paying is very high, despite their tough talk and their flowery language and their stupid Lego videos they put out. I've never seen them, but they put these things out on social media. Despite all that bravado, they are suffering tremendously, and they're going to suffer more until they come to their senses.
I think he's seen those Lego videos. I don't know. I can't prove it. I don't know. But he's right. We would not know if they were begging for a deal or what they're really going through on the ground, one way or the other. So, you know, it is what it is. But I will say Iran is at least still playing tough for the public. The man who gave that eye for an eye comment that he was responding to, where he said Trump says head for an eye, said today on X that compromised individuals in the U.S. administration are burying their heads in the sand. They ignore the realities on the ground and seem focused only on 2028, our election. The mindless aggression they advocate will only ensure that the president pays heavier prices for the deal he's trying to achieve. So both sides are saying the other side is the one who's really in the worst position, whatever. So the comment section is confused. Alex said about Iran begging, okay, so why is Hormuz still closed? That's a great freaking question. If they're begging and running out of countries to get to come talk to the U.S., why are they not just opening the Strait of Hormuz? That's the easiest way to end this conflict. Always Early responded to the head and the eye comment. You people say these things like you're proud to be bloodthirsty warmongers. Disgusting. I was thinking the same thing. Both sides, y'all just openly talk about killing people. It's nobody else lives like this. Paul was on the same way with Rubio, kind of supportive of what he was saying. The only strategy that has any chance of working is ending the Islamic regime. Every attempt to negotiate with these guys has just bought the regime more time, not more peace. He says if there's going to be a war, it should have one objective, which is regime change. And these guys in Iran have been very clear they're ready to die before letting that regime change. So, you know, where do we go from here in that sense? Now, people also did get a kick before we move on of something else Marco Rubio said. He said that Iran could be so great, but they spend all their money on the wrong things. Listen to this.
And they're destroying their country. These are the people. Understand, Iran is a rich country. Iran could be the richest country in the Middle East if they want it to be, but instead, they take their money and they use it and they give it to Hezbollah, they give it to Hamas, they give it to the Houthis, they give it to Shia militias, they give it to sponsor terrorism all over the world, they give it to try to kill people all over the world, they build drones and missiles and pursue a nuclear weapons program. That's what they spent their money on. If they had spent their money on their people and on their economy, today Iran could be probably the richest country in the region if you want to know the truth.
So they take all their money and spend it on the military? I'm not going to say it because Chris in the comment section said it. Sounds incredibly like what America is spending its money on. But Hustle was actually a little bit more fair and nuanced about it. Said Rubio's criticism of Iran's military spending invites an uncomfortable comparison with how much the United States also spends on defense. And went on to say the broader debate is whether massive military spending is a security necessity or a cycle that just keeps expanding on all sides. And that is the question, isn't it? So the House of Representatives narrowly actually did vote 214 to 208 to tell Trump to stop U.S. military action in Iran unless Congress formally approves it. Whole thing was basically symbolic because it doesn't mean anything. In fact, the Senate rejected that measure. But it does look like at least some Republicans are flipping, and it's clear they're getting a little more concerned that there is no stated clear mission or strategy or endpoint. But at this point, some people say, look, if we stop now, it would dishonor the 18 service members who gave their lives for this effort. Last I heard, Trump told Axios that he's weighing a massive attack on Iran, bigger than ever before, so this is not dialing down yet. In the meantime, dang near the whole world started flaming Trump over this Saudi Arabia deal. So this is going to be a little bit of a recap if you were here with us yesterday, but Trump approved a 30-year deal with Saudi Arabia to let them build nuclear power plants, the very thing we're at war with Iran for. But this deal for the Saudis would not require them to have the strongest level of inspections and transparency like Iran technically agreed to under Obama. Saudi Arabia's leaders were looking at this like, well, what's the problem, guys? We just want this nuclear capability for electricity and wholesome civilian purposes. But that's the same thing Iran said. And we've accused them of secretly using those plants to build a nuke instead. So while there was a lot of support for the Saudis being able to do this, some Democrats and Republicans and some of Israel's leadership started freaking out, calling all of this hypocritical, calling it absurd, calling it a potential problem in the future if Saudi Arabia changes leadership to people who hate the U.S. and hate Israel like Iran does. And again, people have also been pointing out that most of the hijackers behind 9/11 were from Saudi Arabia. So these are the guys who are going to go get to develop nuclear capabilities. Part of the panic was also that the agreement was just already signed. But today, Trump said, not to worry, everybody, I've got a solution. He put out on True Social that this civil nuclear deal, which would not let them enrich material, which is how you would get a nuclear weapon, only pertains to non-military uses and is totally subject to Saudi Arabia joining the very respected and successful Abraham Accords. He's basically saying that Saudi Arabia can only have this nuclear capability if they officially recognize Israel. Remember, Israel is currently on land that the Palestinians used to live on. The Palestinians were essentially kicked out. Israel moved in, and Israel now wants the Arab countries in that area to recognize their right to be there. The Abraham Accords were with the countries who did recognize Israel's right to be there, essentially. And Saudi Arabia has not signed on. Saudi Arabia has been saying, we're only going to recognize Israel's right to be there if there's a path for the Palestinians to have a state first. That way, at least we know that they have somewhere to go. Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel's leader, has been saying, absolutely not, we're not doing that. He's rejected Palestinians having a state because he says, you know, what if they use it as a base to attack Israel? But Netanyahu was reportedly very thrilled to hear about the idea of Saudi Arabia having to join the Abraham Accords if they want this nuclear deal to go through. The Saudis, at least as last I checked, have not responded to this seemingly new requirement. But yesterday, they said the deal was already signed. So how do you add in a new requirement after you guys signed the deal? I don't know. Congress doesn't really get a huge say here. They can vote to block this, but Trump does not need Congress to approve this deal. It's also not lost on anyone that Saudi Arabia put $2 billion into Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner's company a couple years ago. You know, I'm not making this a whole coincidence, not corruption situation. I'm just saying Kushner's out here helping cut deals in the Middle East and advising Trump as a private citizen. A lot of people wonder if he's speaking on behalf of what's best for the American people or for his company, who has ties to the Saudi Arabians. There's no proof or evidence of any wrongdoing or corruption here. It's all just a coincidence. In the meantime, why don't we all just close our eyes and point at a map and just see who the U.S. is considering striking next? We have a map for you so you can kind of just get an idea of the world itself. So we'll just see, out of all the people we have conflicts with, it's going to be Mali in West Africa. What did they do? Marco Rubio was just targeting Nicaragua the other day. I thought that was random. I really thought they were trying to make Cuba the next big bad guy the U.S. needed to go attack. But the Trump administration is reportedly considering strikes in Mali. Apparently, Mali is where Al-Qaeda's main army in West Africa is. So this would make the 8th country Trump has targeted since he's been back in office. Yemen, Somalia, Syria, Iran, Iraq, Nigeria, of course, Venezuela. And if we add Mali, man, Trump's on his way to being a double Thanos. How many more countries do we need to collect? We add Cuba and just one more? I mean, come on, bro. So some senior officials are reportedly a little wary about striking another country while they're in the middle of the war, a war that they just asked for $67 billion more for because they need more ammo and equipment. This tells me y'all must not really need all that. It tells me we don't need to go out to eat. We have ammo at home. That's what I heard. The older I get, I realize we really do have food at home. And if y'all have all this stuff to go and do, you don't need it. So the U.S. is not doing this for nothing. The problem is Mali's government is slowly losing control of parts of their country. Jihadist groups are said to be taking over. And jihadists, if you don't know, are militants that basically use Islam to justify seizing power or violence or terrorism in some cases. And there's a powerful jihadist group called Jainim that basically wants to kick all the Western, like U.S. and Russian forces out, probably France as well, set up an Islamist state and govern by religious law. So There are actually some areas of Mali that they've been successful and are basically the government in. So for the US, the problem isn't just because they want to set up an Islamist state. We have relations with countries that have Islamist states, cough, Saudi Arabia. But JNM is said to be killing villagers and kidnapping people for ransom and attacking foreigners and military bases. They do have some local support on the other hand, though, because some of the communities there feel like their government abuses them too or neglects them. And in some cases, they say their government kills people too. So those people who support JNM feel like JNM defends their communities and punishes thieves and settles land disputes in places where there's really no court or no police. So that's their business. But the Trump administration is trying to have better relations with Mali's government since they are at least trying to fight jihadists like the US is. So here we are now with the Trump administration saying, we might be able to help you guys out by dropping airstrikes on these guys because they don't want this to spread. So we will see what happens with that. And finally for you, a question we basically all want to know at this point. Where is Mitch McConnell? We're sick of it. Senator McConnell has not been seen live in public for weeks. The last time anybody laid eyes on him is when he was getting picked up off the floor at his house after he fell unconscious and was taken to the hospital. He was reportedly in the hospital for 4 weeks and developed a mild case of pneumonia randomly. And everybody's, again, just supposed to forget that the EMS call from his house described somebody in cardiac arrest who was having CPR done. CPR could crack a rib for a man that age. But his team said he was mostly the picture of health, that his doctors reported no fractures, no concussion, no stroke, no tumor, no brain bleeding, no heart abnormalities, just needed a little rehab. And he was in intensive physical therapy to regain his strength, but that's all. So why has nobody seen him? It's been over a month. He was hospitalized June 14th. He's missed 34 roll call votes. It's insane. He's still getting paid while he's doing whatever it is he's doing out there. Republican lawmakers and commentators claim they've had roughly 20-minute conversations with him. Remember that? About every old topic under the sun. So why has he not given any other proof of life at this point? Kentucky's governor tried to ask for it. That's when McConnell released that picture. And everybody thought, all right, that picture is sus too, but okay. But he reportedly never personally contacted the governor. So now Democrat lawmaker AOC questioned how he's basically able to get away with this.
Senator McConnell is not capable of as basic a task as answering a letter to Governor Beshear. I think that conveys a very disturbing inability to fulfill his duties. I understand that people have a right to medical privacy and to deal with their issues, but we do not have the right to disappear from our jobs without explanation. I don't think any American has ever experienced the ability to just leave your job for over a month with no explanation to your employer. And we are accountable to the public.
Hello? Even the governor said, since you can call all those Republicans on the phone, call into a news station. Drop a short video for everybody because the governor claims, he's getting calls from people claiming McConnell died. So we're all just trying to figure this out. And at this point, there are even some Republicans like Tommy Tuberville who said somebody's got to do something because Republicans can really use his vote. And I won't play his clip because kind of run out of time here. But again, if they keep Mitch McConnell in limbo until at least around August 3rd, there won't be enough time to organize a special election for someone to replace him and finish out the end of his term, which ends in January. And some people think that might be the strategy because they don't want Thomas Massie or any other hostile lawmaker taking over for him and messing up the Republican vote numbers. That's just what the streets are concerned about. Hopefully Mitch McConnell is okay and will resurface at some point soon. Let us know what you guys think because that is your rundown.
I want to do something new every day. I think it's kind of crazy because if that was any other person in any other job, they would have been fired.
Been fired. Without like a hesitation. What do you mean?
Month, 2 weeks, a week, couple days, and I ain't heard from you. You out of here.
And surely the payments would have stopped. Hello?
That is the wildest thing, that he's still getting paid. This ain't no PTO. This ain't no sick leave. Unless he got unlimited sick leave,
Which it would be crazy.
Which would be wild.
Well, we did see that one senator or congressman that did take off that time for his mental health. He took off how many? It was
4 months for his mental health. He said he had depression.
Oh, he was going through it, boy.
Like, what kind of depression did you get?
Boy, what?
Yo, being a congressman is probably like low key the best job to have in America. I mean, you get paid, and then you can leave whenever you want.
Exactly.
And then you all of a sudden learn all the skills to be a financial manager. I mean, you could start being a billionaire if you wanted to.
You could be a lobbyist. You could spiral that job into so many other different jobs and then just kind of play in people's faces. You know, people used to call them like Hollywood for ugly people, basically.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I never understood that fully, but now I totally get. These people really do just play in our faces. They might not be cute enough for Hollywood in some cases, but they still get to get on TV and play.
I see exactly where you're going with that. Okay, that's actually very interesting. I
never
thought of it like that.
No, me either.
Y'all telling me there ain't no attractive congressmen in there?
Well, there are some attractive.
AOC.
I think AOC is very
AOC
beautiful.
is fine.
You know, I'm sure there are.
Let me see a young Mitch McConnell. I'm sure he was all right.
He probably
looked
still.
exactly the same.
I was about to say, he probably still look like that. He
Just like with slightly less gray hair. That's the same face.
He looks 70 years old in the face at 25.
His wife looks dang near the exact same, I will say. He's been with that lady. You know, people used to say she was a spy.
Ooh.
And I never understood that either. But once
she's
I found
Asian?
out she went to China, well, she was also in a couple of different administrations. And I was wondering, like, well, how are you so high up here?
She used to work for the Bush
She worked for Bush. I
administration,
think she worked for Trump the first time. Trump number one.
Yeah.
Now she's a private citizen. You talking about you in China meeting with the vice president, your husband's in the hospital. You're not a spy.
Oh
She's
my
not a
God.
spy. You know, officially she's not a spy. It's just a joke.
You ain't lying. She did look good back in the day.
She has looked this.
Mitch, he kind of looked a little off. I will say Mitch looked a little off, though. He
looked dead.
He's struggling a little bit.
He looked like he was falling off then. I don't want that.
But I thought it was so hilarious how you say he's trying to collect those rings with the Thanos.
Yes.
It is one of those things, and it's only because literally these midterm, in my opinion at least, these midterm elections, he needs a W because Iran is putting a bad spanking on America right now.
For sure. If he loses seats and the Democrats swing it in this election, they're shutting this war down.
Oh, immediately.
You would hope.
You would hope.
You would hope.
Boy, if they don't.
And that's the thing. I don't even trust it at this point.
Because Democrats have kind of also been bloodthirsty over the years. You have seen Obama, you have seen Hillary Clinton, you've seen people have exploits or have comments about, you know, Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. Both parties have low-key been doing this. Trump was just supposed to not.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting because then they'd be put on the record. All right, you've been trolling Trump all this time.
You said what you said. Now, are you going to live up to it?
They're going to come up with some sort of excuse as to why they couldn't do it, some awkward rule, the votes or something. It's going to be really weird. There's going to be some loopholes in there. And then we'll start to see, hopefully, the truth that people are paid off on both sides.
But I will say Democrats never went for it. Like, they always knew this was going to be very hard. If you ever did this, you're stepping into a heck of a can of paint.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will say, but at the same time, they are getting money from similar places who may be supportive of where we are in the war at this point. So we'll see what happens. We do have to leave it right there and go to break. The sound off is coming up next. Well, because he had cancer, but then he beat it, and then he came back, and then he had it again. So it's kind of been, but it's still, you know, it's still like
Sucks.
I'm sure.
yeah. Really?
Wait,
That
the
was for
what?
Super. That was for Super.
Crazy.
That was for Super.
The horn is crazy.
Yo, Super S for 2 times.
That was
All
the
right.
worst timing ever.
You got to time that next time.
Yeah,
Will.
bro.
Come
you could
on.
have waited till we finished what she was saying and then pushed the horn.
Come on.
funny.
That was fun.
Gracious.
Or let us say
That
something
was
else.
fun.
And
That was fun.
What?
oh my God, that was. That wasn't supposed to be
Man.
funny, but it was.
Wait, you guys understand sarcasm?
No, we
Yeah.
do.
I'm trying to do a deeper dive into the history with Iran that we did have. We was cool in the 50s, and I think it broke apart once they got their new regime. So
The U.S. has been trying to like overthrow.
Yeah. The
these
CIA
people,
has
and
been
the
in
CIA
there the whole
and
time.
Britain,
huh.
they were the ones who really like effed it all up.
But correct me if I'm wrong. We supplied them with their nuclear materials that they're.
We supplied them with
right
like a ton of weapons.
Okay.
That we were supposed. That's what Obama got in trouble for basically giving them the money.
Mm-hmm.
Like they bought weapons, but we never gave it to them. So he like gave money back and like paid a bunch of interest. So he ended up paying. You know, that's why he's like, oh, so you just gave him fat sacks of cash, huh? But yeah, we were cool with them. Israel was cool with them until these new guys came over and said, bump Israel. We're not going to be supportive of you guys at all. Like Israel was good with the people of
I
Iran.
can see that. I can see that. And I thought it was so funny how Marco Rubio, I watched that interview. He's a snarky guy. Like he's actually kind of
really is.
mean.
Oh, he's so annoying.
He's kind of mean.
So
he
annoying.
just, it's like smug.
Yeah.
I don't know, between him and Pete Hegseth, Pete Hegseth just feels oily to me.
It's the hair.
Hegseth is oily.
The greasy
Hegseth is
hair.
definitely oily.
He seems like he could sell you like a used car. That's like a used car.
He changed the mileage on it and
Slick
everything.
back.
Rolled it back.
Yep.
Exactly.
Rolled it back.
But he was saying that they're gonna pay us. They're gonna use American materials to get their new
Saudi Arabia?
material. Yeah, Saudi Arabia. So I mean,
At the same time, how does that benefit me? How does that benefit you? That benefits U.S. companies. And they say that what it's going to help the U.S. supply chain, like it's what going to trickle down.
yeah, we're still in debt. I'm
not
seeing
gonna-
it. We always making these big.
Welcome back to Hot 97 News, everybody. It is time for the sound off.
The Sound Off with Million and Rondell.
Yes, today's sound off is something that I think a lot of us can relate to, especially the older folks, especially my kinfolk. A lot of us can relate to spankings. Marlon Wayans had just went on a radio show and he basically was asked about parenting and things like that. And he left this tidbit as a bit of advice.
Don't spank your kids.
Why not?
Because that shows that you're a poor communicator. Why can't you talk to a baby?
Yeah.
Every time you spank your kid, you're taking your potential best friend and you're making them your worst enemy. You're hurting.
Wow.
You're hurting your potential best friend. And I know you're trying to teach them, but they don't need to learn that way. There's other ways to teach them, and they'll never forget those spankings.
And today's question for today is, for the sound off, should you spank your kids? I would not spank my children. I'm sorry I can't do it. Call me new generation, Gen Z, all you want. I am not spanking my kids because he makes a good point. You learn as an adult that you cannot settle arguments with your fists, with your hands, with a weapon, because that's what parents do. They'll go and grab a switch, tell you to go grab a stick. Like, what is we doing? You cannot solve anything with violence. And what does that teach your kids from there on out? I can solve things with violence? Are you gonna just go ahead and start hitting on people just because they don't listen to you? You gonna start hitting your wife? You gonna start hitting your grandma? Is that okay to do? I don't think so. I also think it's one of those things where it does play a mental thing, especially when it comes to our people. You start hitting your kids when they do something wrong, they are gonna be more afraid to actually branch out there and try things new. Some of the core things you need as an adult.
There is a difference between whooping your kids and spanking your kids and beating your kids. All three of those are different. They're not the same thing. All right. Now, I can honestly say, me being 36, coming up in the age of a millennial, I used to get whoopings, beatings, and spankings. I got all three. All right. Now, will I do it to my child? I won't beat my kid. No. Will I give my kid a whooping or a spanking? Yes, there will be a popping. There will be a spanking because I believe, first of all, what Marlon Wayne said is you're potentially beating your best friend. First of all, my child is not my best friend. Will never be. That is my child. All right, we will always have, and that's the difference between parents now and parents back then. It's like, I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to be your protector. I'm here to be your provider. I'm here to be somebody that you can lean on and need to talk to. But I'm not here to be your friend. My mom told me that years ago. I'm not here to be one of your little friends. I'm not here to like you. I'm here to love you. All right? I ain't gotta like you. I just gotta love you.
So do you show love by hitting on people?
I see you're taking the words hitting and you're using them in a derogatory way. I never said I would hit my child. Hitting someone is very different than spanking them or whooping them.
You just say you're gonna pop your kid, Dale. That's a hit.
That's not a hit.
Whether it's soft, whether it's a tap,
a hit
you can hit somebody.
A hit is a closed fist or a slap. I think that is the definition of a hit. I don't think that's the actual definition, but I think in my eyes, when you say I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna punch you, I'm gonna slap you. But if I pop you, that's a quick, hey, don't do that. Hey.
Okay, I hear what you were saying about your kids are not your friends, things like that. But we do need to start thinking. I want people to start thinking longevity-wise, right? You got 18 years with your kid, then they're an adult.
Yeah.
God willing, you're able to take care of yourself. But if you are not able to take care of yourself, when you become old, your kids is going to be taking care of you.
Okay.
And imagine if they start spanking you when you start messing up and you can't even defend yourself because you old.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Nobody, you got taught that. That's what they was taught. You taught them that.
Yeah, but they're also adults now, and they know not to hit no like elders, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro.
We didn't hit. I was a bad kid. I always got hit because I was doing wrong. I always got spanked. I ain't gonna say the word hit. I always got spanked. I always got whooped because I was doing wrong. They never just whooped me out of whooping me. Like, there are parents out there that do abuse their children. I do agree.
Okay, then tell me this. What is the difference between the three? The whooping, the spankings, and the beating?
Okay, a beating is you taking, like, I'll just take all of my instances, for example. I got beat. The day I got beat is when my dad closed his fist and punched me in my chest and kept punching me in my chest. That's a beating.
Okay.
All right? A whooping is you take a belt and you just couple slaps on the butt. Boom, boom, boom. That's a whooping. A spanking is maybe you take your hand and you do a couple of those on the butt or you do a couple of those on the hand. Boom, that's a spanking. There is a difference, in my opinion. Now, y'all don't have to, I know probably some of y'all disagree, but that's how I feel about the three.
Okay, I'm seeing those checks up there, Will. I guess I'm going to have to ramp it up. What I like what Marlon Wayne actually said. Your communication skills. Okay. You shouldn't even have to get to the point to where you are hitting your child. You should be the person. I've dealt with children. I was a preschool teacher. Never once did I have to hit a kid to get them to listen to me. Okay. And these are 4-year-olds that I'm saying. If you nick the bad habit right in the bud, as soon as it happens, you're not going to continue to deal with those things. For sure. You can also communicate and choose to talk it out with your kids. Maybe tell them, all right, you got to sit out for a little bit, but it should never get to the point to where you're putting your hands on somebody, putting a belt on somebody or a bat. Will?
Yeah, let me know how that talking to your kid goes when they start acting up. Hey, sit down. Hey, don't do that. That only works only so far. After a while, them kids gonna get defiant. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. If you don't put the fear, and I hate to use this terminology, if you don't put the fear of God in your child to let them know, listen to me, to let them know that they cannot mess with you, okay? This is not something you mess with. You have to listen to me. After the first sit down, after the second sit down, after the third sit down, and you not sitting down, yes, I'm gonna pop you. I told you sit down. Why you not sitting? Now, next time I tell you sit down, you don't want to get popped. So what do? You sit down on the first sit down.
And you're then teaching your kids right then and there to listen and go with authority. Yes. And honestly, you said teach them God or something like that along that line. It's more of you're teaching them how to be slaves. I'm sorry, I hate to say it. You're teaching them to grow. When they grow up, you're teaching them that they cannot branch out. They're inherently going to think I can't do certain things because I'm afraid of the consequences. And I think that's a mental thing that is plaguing our community. We have a lot of people in other communities that step out because they're not afraid to get hit. They're not afraid of the consequences.
Yeah.
I just think that's something that's holding our generation back, our community back.
Good. And those kids end up growing up to shoot schools up. And those kids end up growing up to do crazy amounts of drugs.
Those kids
and those
also
kids
become Donald Trump. Those kids also become Donald Trump's
a pedophile? Come on now, dog. What are we
the president
talking about?
of the United States.
What are we talking about, man? You're making my point way easier.
A billionaire?
You're making my point way easier. The kids, our community has somewhat of structure if you come up in a 2-parent household or somewhat like that. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is this. I don't condone beating your children. I don't condone even like putting your hands and overly aggressively hitting them. But is there a time and place to discipline your child with a pop? Is there a time and a place to discipline your child with a little a smack on the wrist to let them know, hey, I am not one to play with. You need to listen to me at all times. That is it. Because one time you hit them, after that, they gonna listen. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, Lana. Did you get beat? Did you get whoopings of beating?
Oh yeah, I got beat.
See?
Oh, yes.
Beat?
Oh, yes. But do I have a great relationship with my stepfather who used to beat me? No.
Interesting.
I'm like afraid. No, I like to this day, like I don't. No.
And I will say with me being beat, there are certain things that I've stopped myself from doing in life because I was afraid not of getting beat, but like of the consequences.
Yeah.
Sometimes the consequences don't match the action.
Yeah.
And I've slowed myself down from multiple different things.
Maybe I'm just a wild child because none of that stopped me. I did whatever I wanted to, whenever I wanted to. My mom and dad can attest to this. It was no amount of beating me, whipping me, punching me that could have stopped me from doing what I wanted to do. I did whatever, and that's just the way I think, though.
I'm sorry, I'm a teacher, and I know we got to move on. I was a teacher at one point in time. You doing that is a product of you probably getting beat. You started acting out even more after they hit you. There's also that thing too.
I don't
you start
think that
becoming
was.
extremely defiant.
I think
I've
every
seen
child's
it.
different.
I've
So,
seen it.
you know,
I've seen
maybe,
it.
you know, different strokes.
Yeah.
Some of y'all got to get beat.
That's true.
Okay, so I hate that we're going here, but we are, because this might become a bigger conversation and you guys should know that it's happening. Hunter Biden, you know, he doubled down on his claims about the secret closeted gay mafia that is largely Republican in Washington, D.C. You know, he's getting into a little bit of hot water because some people thought, well, you kind of brought Lindsey Graham into this and he's deceased and that's not right. And, oh, you didn't present any evidence. But he was talking to Don Lemon about it. You know, Don Lemon is now a journalist on his own. He's an independent journalist. He used to work for CNN. Hey, they were talking about it. Don Lemon, of course, is gay. And so, you know, they were just gabbing. And here is what he just said.
Look,
Who else?
and no, I'm not going to, like,
Who else?
I'm already in enough lawsuits, Don.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Well, yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. Who else?
Allegedly, who else? I'm not going to do this.
Can you give me initials?
I'm not doing it. You're not kidding.
he wanted to do it so bad.
You know as well as I do. I mean, are you asking me if Josh Hawley's gay?
Yes.
Are you asking me if Stephen Miller's gay?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, let me tell you this.
Are you asking me if Speaker Johnson's gay?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah. So
Yeah. So let me just
give
tell
me
you.
another minute and I come up with 6 more names.
Sounds like you know there, Hunter Biden. Sounds like you do know.
Yeah, for legal purposes. I can't know.
Yeah, I can't know.
Stephen Miller makes so much sense, though. I mean, I hate to say it, but I've heard how crazy and wild he was as a kid. I mean, it kind of makes a little sense.
It does, because his wife is so mad all the time.
Ooh.
You know, but I was thinking Stephen Miller, he's the guy who was saying, like, we should just have Greenland and we're going to have Greenland. We're going to take Greenland, blah, blah, blah. And, well, I won't say anything because I don't know anything about anything myself. You know, I'm just a girl on the news listening to things that were said in the other news. And what Hunter said yesterday was that he feels like they get this pent up energy that lashes out on the rest of the world because they can't be who they are. Some of the things I've seen some of the people do would align with that theory. You know what I mean? Like some of their actions, the way they present themselves and the way that they just seem to, I don't know. just not, I don't want to say thrive off misery, but like just be callous to it.
Yeah.
Because they're going through the misery, they want to put everybody else through that same misery.
Potentially, allegedly.
Okay.
So, or just a degree of like, I have this internal conflict, so now I got to put it on the rest of the world. And I only bring this up because now people are still talking about Hunter for president someday.
Wow.
Interesting.
And isn't that weird? Because we were talking about this last time when he showed that picture of him in a crack pipe with the crack pipe at the Super 8, and he's like, I'm just like you. I do my crack at the Super 8. And I'm like, well, you're not like me, but I mean, I get what you're saying. You're not like at the Ritz-Carlton doing like, pure cocaine. But at the same time, is that really all that it takes? Because they say, okay, he's got this whole trolling personality now. Now he's like outing people, not outing people, just kind of being real. Is that all it takes? Because that's low-key what Trump did. The bar was low, and this is not like the craziest thing to say.
I'm sorry, I have to go there. But if he becomes the president, there's no more arguments about white privilege at that point. if Barack Obama was posted up with a crack pipe and you seen videos of it, he was never going to be president.
It'd have been a wrap.
Yeah.
Mamdani would have never been president if he walked out there with that and did all that stuff. It's just not something that we can get away with. Minorities can get away with. I hate to say it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And honestly, I would just give up on this country. Like that's the bar.
We gotta leave. Real talk. I mean, a crackhead as a president would be wild.
I mean, because you say, yo, from a criminal to a crackhead, it's not gonna get worse.
I mean,
how worse can you get?
I know. It's like
my God.
Jesus.
I might trust him actually though.
See?
Oh my God.
See?
I might trust him actually though.
Why?
I mean, he's. I feel like he's down. He understands. He gets it. He's been at the bottom. He's been at the pits of hell. You know what I mean? He gets what's going on in the streets. You get what I'm saying? So he understands like street life. He gets it. He gets the everyday person.
I would love to have a drink with Hunter Biden, even though I don't drink, but I would hang out with the guy.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But do I want him to run the country? That would be crazy.
Free crack for everybody. No, I'm joking.
And a follow-up with Narcan. Crazy. Also crazy in these streets. We've told you about Brian Johnson. He is this billionaire. Is he a billionaire or is he a millionaire? He's this
he's up there.
He's really rich.
Wealthy man who is trying to basically reverse his aging and live forever. So he says he has cloned himself as a newborn.
What?
That's what he said.
Dude gets more interesting and interesting, bro.
This is the post everybody was flipping out about. It was a joke. He didn't really clone it like a baby, but he did technically, scientifically, sort of make a baby version of himself in a lab. So scientists basically took cells from his blood and they reset the cells so they acted like brand new starter cells. And those cells have his DNA, so he's calling those cells Baby Brian.
Oh my God.
So he is wanting to see if he can use those Baby Brian cells to repair the aging parts of his body.
Isn't that just stem cells tech?
That's kind of
Right?
sort of,
Technically
but
what
like
it is.
I don't know enough about stem cells tech to know. I really don't. But
oh my!
No, please.
That sounds so. That this the same cells that he could possibly turn into a baby that he's gonna be injecting into himself.
well, it's not his secretions.
Okay.
In that way.
Okay. All right. I was just making sure.
What's the way you say that on air?
I mean, that's wild.
I was just making sure.
It's not that, but it
Okay.
is a situation where he wants to see if these doctors can test treatments on his cells before they put it in and just see what his cells do and see if his body can take the cells back and just reverse his aging.
Wow. I've never seen somebody so afraid of dying. And I mean, I know everybody kind of has that inherent fear, but like this guy is taking it to the max, like to the extreme. Like this is wild.
Yeah, because he knows where he's going. That's why.
You know,
He knows where he's going. That's why, bro. If anybody's trying to prevent death that hard, it's like, dog, I am going to hell. I cannot go.
I gotta stay here.
I gotta stay here as long as possible. I gotta stay here as long as possible.
But he thinks, or he hopes, or he's trying to see if this could help him reverse his aging or improve his eyesight or hearing or repair his organs or make his own blood younger.
Wow.
So apparently he's going to have the doctors put it in a dish, like put his little cells in a dish and then expose them to a drug or a treatment and then see if it actually does anything. Do the cells improve? Do they damage? Do they get damaged? Do they die? What happens? And if it works in the dish, he'll try to see, if he can just pump himself with it.
I like that he's been an experiment for himself and not doing this on anybody else.
That's a good.
And you know what I mean. And then look, give us all what you did, and then let us run more tests to make sure it's good, and then we can start, mass producing it because that's what they're gonna eventually do if it works. They're gonna mass produce it. But instead of doing this on a rat, why not, finally somebody that's stepping up to the plate and saying, you know what, I am going to be the human test for this.
I know,
That's
and
a
it's
good
my
way.
own thing. Yeah,
And I appreciate that, bro, because it's good.
Amen.
It's good and terribly. It's good and terribly.
So we will see how his whole anti-aging journey goes. But in the meantime, speaking of rich people, billionaires at this point are sounding the alarm about AI.
Yeah, they're not even sounding the alarm at this point. They want the people to basically embrace it. I mean, we got to get ready for this change. Elon Musk, tech geniuses, the spearheads of tech, Elon Musk and Zuckerberg have both been putting out things basically saying AI is coming, and it's a good thing. Elon Musk was interviewed, and the interview dropped today, and he basically said in 5 years, AI will be at a really interesting point. Here's what he said.
AI may exceed the sum of human intelligence in around 5 years. There really won't be anything that AI can't do better than humans.
What will life be like?
The most likely outcome is an age of amazing abundance, where anyone can have anything they can think of.
So all I'm thinking here is that sounds a lot like he's saying that everybody can have a universal basic income. Remember they were saying if everybody doesn't have a job to do anymore, then everybody will just get a universal basic income, which sounds a lot like communism.
That's communism. Or I was thinking a little bit more dystopian, death. You get anything you want. That sounds like heaven. Anything you want at any point in time. What other way is that to say than everybody might die, y'all? But he also went ahead and said that, we won't even be able to control it when it does get to that point. This is what he said.
It would be an exercise in vanity for me to think that I would be controlling super genius AI that is vastly smarter than me. I think what we can and should try to do is to make sure that the AI has good values, that it cares about humanity.
So let's unpack that. You're sure that humans will no longer be in control in 10 years' time?
I think it is unlikely, in the same way that if the difference in intelligence between AI and humans is vastly greater than the difference in intelligence between AI and chimpanzees, it's hard to imagine that the chimpanzees would be in charge.
I don't know, man. Has he never seen Planet of the Apes? Got down now.
You people have some nerve unleashing something on the public that we're going to lose control of. That's crazy.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, dang, so we don't want to slow things down and make sure before we get to that point they do care about humans?
Let's just make sure, double check. Because they've been saying for years, well, we don't know what the possibilities are. We could lose control of it. We'll see. But it's like, wait, then should you be doing this? That's insane. And the fact that they're trying to tell everybody, you should be more positive about it. You guys have some nerve.
You should make the AI more positive.
You give everybody all your money. Make sure everybody is lifted out of poverty. Make sure everybody has unlimited drinking water, unlimited ability to pay their electricity, unlimited ability to survive what AI could bring, and then talk about some, I don't know, you guys should love this. Yeah. Of course you don't care. You have money.
It's that.
He's talking that.
It is that though. And they're actually just putting more money into it and pushing propaganda at this point. Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg went ahead and said, people shouldn't fear AI. And he's started a whole campaign allegedly about this, this positioning. Here's a snippet of the video that he put out recently.
Some people will have you believe AI will make us less connected, that it's gonna leave us behind. We couldn't disagree more. Call us optimists, call us dreamers. Just as we've always done, we're betting on people. 22 years and 3.5 billion people later, we're doubling down. Because while technology will change, our intention behind it never will. The future is for everyone.
Don't they say we are more disconnected than ever because of social media platforms?
100%.
They literally say that right now.
Literally.
What?
Literally. So they're putting in money into pushing out this propaganda about AI. We need to accept it. Everybody get ready to have a little bit of AI in your life. And like I said, man, it's really scary to think about. It's really scary to think about.
Well, we'll have an eye on it because they're not stopping it.
Nope.
No matter what
Nope.
we say, it's not going anywhere.
Nope.
So it is what it is. Meanwhile, we have to dip into China real quick and show you what happened to some tourists when they were in that country.
Yes, so July 21st, this incident happened. It was a helicopter, it was an aircraft that they had out there, and it was doing tricks, and it was supposed to, it was for tourists.
Tricks?
It was doing tricks in the air.
Oh no, I already.
And this is how it ended.
Oh no, were people inside? Like other than the pilot,
There was a pilot in there. It's able to hold 3 people, but it landed on 2 people.
Oh, I was about to say, did it land on somebody?
It landed on 2 people. Dang, I wish I had the zoomed in version. You can see.
Why?
There is apparently they're saying.
Oh, I see it perfectly.
They're saying because it was turning around, there's some centrifugal force that was going on or something like that.
so they couldn't see it and run.
And I don't even know, man.
Now, if y'all see a helicopter spinning out of control, I'm running the opposite direction. Boy, that is lack of awareness right there, boy.
Yeah, like if I've ever seen it. Good God.
I mean, literally,
move.
the helicopter was stuck on these people's heads. Guy was laying down. I mean, it was like squishing this man's head. Luckily, they're still alive as of recent. They're still alive. But, I mean, that's just terrifying. I couldn't believe it. China got to step it up, man.
I know. I thought that only happened, here.
There it is, right there, zoomed in. Ugh, that's crazy.
I'm glad I didn't see that. Speaking of terrifying, though, guess what showed up outside this family's front door, man?
A 7-foot alligator, and this could only happen in Florida. So there was a 7-foot alligator that was just chilling outside somebody's crib. The whole entire incident was caught on Ring camera. And the lady, she was basically saying, I have kids. Imagine if she just went outside at one point in time. She has dogs. Imagine if they just went outside and they didn't have a Ring camera and then was met with a crocodile.
And kids just, let me touch. Oh, my God. Now you got to fight an alligator.
I'm telling you, apparently it got aggressive once they called the animal control. It started hissing, thrashing its tail against the wall, all types of stuff.
Alec came up to the door like a Jehovah's Witness, man.
Hey, bro. That's Florida for you. That's Florida for you.
Do you know our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ.
I'm going to bring you to him.
I'm going to bring you to him right now.
I'm going to bring you to him.
I'm really about to bring you to the Lord right now. We also have a producer surprise.
All right, so we're going to keep it in Florida. When you guys think of Florida, man, what do you think of?
Crime,
alligators,
stupidity.
Well, this is what I think of
stuff.
when I think of Florida, man.
Florida Everglades, and I just found a Florida panther. This is extremely rare. I've seen dozens, but I've never been able to get this close.
To be serious.
Hey, beautiful. Have you seen the 20-footer? Don't be scared. I'm not going to yoink you. I'm glad you got away from that busy road. Very few people have ever got this close to a wild Florida panther. I definitely feel honored to see this ghost of the Everglades. Back to the main mission. Yoink.
The main mission.
Right here we have a very skinny 10-foot-long Burmese python.
Oh, he just out here
These
playing with his
invasives
life.
got to go. Caught this swamp puppy
Alright.
chowing down on a juvenile black crowned night heron. Love to see natives doing their thing. Boop. A highly venomous cottonmouth. Another non-native, yoink. It's a veiled chameleon. He's non-native, but I don't think he has much of an impact. When you can speak crocodilian, these American crocodiles will come right over to you to say hi.
Boop.
Ooh, yoink. It's an Everglades rat snake, and this is honestly a first for me.
Oh
But it's
my
okay,
God.
it doesn't hurt at all. This swamp puppy looks like he's coming right for me, but he's just trying to get in this culvert pipe. And he bumped his snoot. I honestly felt so bad, but they do this all the time. They're a whole lot tougher than us, but I still feel bad. There's not always a need to yoink everything. It's just important to make sure these natives cross the road safely. Swamp puppy's staring at my feet underwater. He better not try nothing. Ooh, a cottonmouth. Boop.
Oh, he about to die.
Why are you running away, buddy? Where's that 20-footer?
This is how Steve
Another
Irwin went.
He about to die.
God bless his soul.
These pythons are moving tonight. Look at all the mosquitoes on my leg. I love it. Ooh, we got a native. Yoink.
Hey,
No,
bro.
This is a corn
What?
snake,
What
and
is on
he gave me
your
a little
timeline,
kiss, but
Will?
it doesn't
Yeah, bro.
hurt. Don't worry.
It is ridiculous.
Yoink. It's a hatchling
We
python.
have to go to a quick break. When we come back, we have another hour of news coming at you after this.
like crazy. That guy's my ideal Florida man. When I think about Florida, I'm like, that's him.
Yeah, he's not afraid of none, bro. He can't be really.
Yeah.
Boy. Okay, let me see. Because I always forget.
You don't eat chicken? No, of course we eat chicken. Project Kane.
No, he was talking
Love
to somebody.
chicken. Eggs? Oh, y'all just talking to each other?
Not talking to each other.
Come on, chat.
Now y'all can talk to us. What's cracking, man?
No, see, sometimes y'all just ignore the chat.
Thursday.
I feel so bad.
Who is y'all?
YouTube brothers right here.
No, I talk
on my left and right.
I talk to the chat every day.
Y'all
Me
just-
and Super are best friends.
Oh,
Y'all
best.
just-
All right.
Nah.
Right, Super?
Nah.
Okay.
Shout out to Super.
Shout out to the chat, man. It's Thirsty Thursday.
Forgetting something.
What y'all got going? What y'all eating for dinner? I always like to know what people eat at their house. What they got in the fridge. What y'all eating? Ain't no games on. Ain't nothing to watch. So this is it.
Oh yeah, we're in like the sports desert.
Yeah.
Right now.
We're waiting on LeBron, the
Waiting
king.
waiting on the basketball.
The
waiting on
king
the
to make his decision.
football.
Is he going to Miami?
The king to make his. It doesn't matter where he
Is he
goes.
going to Miami or did they fumble that?
I hope he does not go there now.
Well, Golden State's the only answer for you, right?
Golden State, and if I've seen something recently, he could possibly get Kyrie to Cleveland in a sense. There's some talks about that. Now I would love
Or
to see that
Anthony Davis,
reunion.
right? Wasn't it Anthony Davis also?
Anthony Davis
on the
also.
list, right?
Mhm.
Of like the players that he wanted to move with him.
Apparently, there's reports that he's frustrated right now. Like he's completely irritated with
Who?
the fact that LeBron
is completely
He's
irritated.
mad with the fact that
Miami?
Miami.
Oh, yeah.
Miami.
I
Miami.
bet. I would be
he's
too.
going to Miami?
I heard he was
Or-
mad
Exactly.
about Adam Silver. Adam Silver pressuring him to like hurry up.
Well,
He's just
it's-
mad right
it's,
now.
It's. I mean, it's not LeBron's league. Like
It is. It
it's
is.
not the
It
NBA.
is.
He doesn't own the NBA, so it's like, yo, you can't. We not working with you, fool. You got to work with us. Like,
No. He's been in the league making numbers, doing numbers. It's whatever LeBron James says.
No, that's gay.
Well, his time is almost up, you know?
His time is all. Yeah, he's got. This is
He's got a
it.
couple of years left.
Couple.
That's it.
He probably did. This is gonna be it for him.
Latoya, you're also my best friend too. Look at that. Crazy.
Welcome back to High 97 News, everybody. It is time for a recap of your top stories. So, for starters, of course, we started with your war report. So, the U.S. carried out its 12th night of strikes straight in a row, and Iran continued attacking America's allies in the Gulf. And the biggest update, honestly, was that the Houthis, who are backed by Iran, it's a militant group in Yemen, they actually did attack 2 of Saudi Arabia's oil tankers near the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, which means there's another major oil route that has been threatened, which means our gas prices are never going down. At least not anytime soon, because that is a big deal. And you might have noticed oil jumped above $100 a barrel, probably went up where you are. Now, Trump warned the Houthis that if they do that again, he's going to carry out a major military punishment against them and Iran, just because Iran backs them, so it's their fault just by default. And Marco Rubio claims that Iran is, at this point, begging for a deal. Iran's leaders are still popping off on X talking tough, so it's hard to say who's actually telling the truth here. But the House actually did vote to tell Trump to stop the war until he comes to Congress and gets approval. But that vote was basically just symbolic. It doesn't do absolutely anything to stop these strikes, and the Senate rejected it. So that really meant nothing. But Trump is reportedly considering an even larger attack on Iran, so this is not winding down just yet. In the meantime, critics came out the woodwork about Trump approving that 30-year civilian nuclear deal with Saudi Arabia. We're literally in the middle of fighting Iran over nuclear concerns as well. Critics say the Saudi deal may even allow weaker inspections and weaker transparency than even Iran accepted for their little nuclear agreement they had with Obama. So they think that there could be another conflict years down the road if Saudi Arabia changes leadership in the future to people who are anti-Israel or anti-US. So Trump said, it's okay, guys, I'll just throw in that Saudi Arabia has to recognize Israel and join the Abraham Accords before this deal can move forward. So, everybody's going to be all peaceful with each other. Saudi Arabia has previously said that they are not going to recognize Israel without a path towards a Palestinian state. So we will see what happens with that. In the meantime, somehow the Trump administration is reportedly entering another conflict with another country, and this time it's Mali in West Africa. So they could be another country that he targets this term. That's like the 8th country. Mali's government is losing territory to a powerful jihadist group that's linked to Al-Qaeda. It's called JNIM. And so the Trump administration is weighing helping the Mali government because they're trying to fight these jihadists, and so is the U.S. In the meantime, Mitch McConnell has still not been seen in public in weeks. He has been hospitalized and behind closed doors since June 14th after he fell out unconscious at his house. Democrat lawmakers are saying at this point, this man just can't not show up to work and still get paid like this, and somebody needs to go find him. Some Republicans, as we've already reported, claim they've talked to him privately, but even some Republicans now are saying McConnell's team needs to say something because at this point, the Republicans need his vote. So that is a recap of your top stories, but we always do a full breakdown at 7 o'clock every single day, Monday to Friday. So tune in if you miss any of that. And of course, we'll have a recap every day at 8 o'clock p.m. But now it is time for your daily drop. This is a daily drop of stories from around the country, and this time we are starting in New York.
Yes, so y'all remember the Legionnaire's disease?
Yes.
That's been going on. Apparently they're saying that it is an outbreak, and 5 people have currently died from it. So 82 people have ultimately been diagnosed. 8 people have been hospitalized from this whole entire thing, and they ended up finding the source. So the source of it was apparently the water towers, the cooling towers on top of the buildings. Those towers, apparently they did have some traces of that bacteria, the Legionnaire's bacteria inside of it. And, you know, people use those towers for AC and cooling, and they're breathing this thing in. And this disease, I mean, this bacteria does cause pneumonia at the same time. So people were catching pneumonia. Some of the symptoms was fever, coughing, muscle aches, all types of things, man.
Sometimes I look at all this stuff and think that there's something nefarious going on. Do you guys remember when all those warehouses just kept going up in flames?
Oh, yeah.
And there was all this, now we have all these diseases running around. It's like, are y'all poisoning the food? What do you mean the AC might have given me Legionnaires?
That's what I'm saying. So they said that they went ahead and cleaned out some of those towers. They said that 34 cooling towers across 33 buildings did reportedly have it. They didn't tell us what buildings it was or anything like that.
That's crazy.
But they said we're going to clean it, make sure we disinfect it, and hopefully, you know, the numbers go down. In the past 10 days, nobody has been reported. No new cases, at least, has been reported.
That's good.
So they're trying to work on it, but people was dying.
They don't get a pat on the back for that.
My bad.
Yo, you know how dirty they let those things get? That you ain't gathered enough bacteria to kill people?
The only reason I say that because my sister just moved up there today. Like, yeah,
I swear.
Yeah, she just moved up to New York today, so it's like, you know, hopefully everything goes good.
Hopefully. It wasn't in the Manhattan area, was it?
She's in Bronx. I think she's in Brooklyn or Bronx.
She might be straight.
Yeah.
Check that AC unit.
Amen.
That's what I heard.
Amen.
Also, man, check your driving. Did you see the video? This is the first thing I actually saw when I woke up this morning. This car flipped over. This is happening around 8:30 Wednesday night, actually, but it started going viral this morning.
God.
Yes, man. A car carrying 3 women flew off of an elevated HOV lane in Houston, and that's what happened to it. So Good Samaritans ran in to try to save these ladies, and the police officers who showed up basically have revealed that the driver lost control, obviously hit the HOV barrier, then went airborne, and then landed on that northbound main freeway lane below.
Bruh, that's like some Grand Theft Auto type stuff, bruh. Like when you just driving crazy.
That's crazy. And you said there was 3 women in the car?
There were 3 women.
Y'all ain't beating those allegations, man. I'm sorry.
What allegations?
That women can't drive.
I've never heard of these allegations. Because I don't agree.
It's actually really funny.
Bro, that's scary.
So none of them died.
Hello.
How about that? So, period.
Might not be able to drive, but they can survive a crash. No, I'm joking.
It was a 1-vehicle crash, which means that thank God nothing else hit them. You know what I mean? Because that could have been nasty. But shout out to all the people who ran in to try to help them because they were trying to pry the doors open, and you would think that they were gone.
Yeah,
The way
yeah.
the car folded in on
Yeah.
them.
Oh my
That's
God.
you know when it's not your time to go.
It's not your time. You know what's crazy though is I've only seen like 2 crashes in my life, but to see something like this driving down the highway and seeing a car come over a railing and just like you driving and you just see it, that has to be a sight. Like it has to be like, oh my God, what is boom? Like that has to be a crazy sight to see, bruh.
And it's something that is so normal. You see it all the time that you just like don't even bat an eye. I didn't even think it was possible. And I thought the concrete was thick enough to stop some.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Police did say they think they might have been moving at a high speed before they broke through that barrier. So
This is nightmare fuel.
That's nightmare fuel.
I mean, we got Spaghetti Junction
We
out
do.
here now.
Yeah.
We do.
Woo!
Yeah, man. Stay safe.
Stay safe. You know what also be crazy to see? A bunch of monkeys.
That's how you bring that story in.
A bunch of monkeys. Florida. Mount Dora, Florida has a new problem running around town, and it is not traffic, tourists, or gators. City officials are warning residents after multiple wild rhesus macaque monkeys were spotted near Lakeside Inn, Gilbert Park, and in public library and local shopping plazas.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, I actually would love to see a monkey.
I'm terrified.
Well, there were some monkeys a couple years ago that we reported on in Jacksonville, and I think they had like AIDS or something. And the whole thing was about, Escape Monkey Island. All these monkeys are over here, they have AIDS.
In AIDS?
I'm like 80%. Let me look this up.
Monkey
I swear to you, I'm not making this up.
Monkey AIDS is crazy. Let me finish this. So,
Sorry.
officials say do not feed them, do not touch them, and definitely do not try to catch them because the monkeys can become aggressive and may carry diseases like the herpes B virus. The wild monkeys are believed to have wandered from Silver Springs population, which dates back to 1938 after monkeys brought in for a tourist attraction escaped. What?
And they just multiplied.
They just kept humping it.
That's crazy.
It just started the whole family. That's wild, bro. So yeah, monkeys are on the loose in Mount Dora, Florida. So if you're out there, be on the lookout.
They can carry herpes?
Herpes, dog.
Yeah, it was herpes.
Herpes, bruh.
Herpes monkeys.
Yeah, AIDS is crazy. AIDS is like herpes and AIDS are that's a wild jump.
Well, I wouldn't want either.
I wouldn't want either. But
you keep both.
I mean, you do. you do keep both. But yeah, so these monkeys are out there. I do have a monkey infatuation. I do want.
Really?
I do want a monkey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Little people and monkeys.
Little
huh?
people and monkeys.
That's so.
I want to have them fight each other. No,
Million. Would you like to continue on the show?
Yeah, I guess so. So out in Louisiana, there's a guy, his name is Dale Sanders. Now, this guy, he was a pastor. He was a pastor at one point in Kenner, Louisiana, and he just got convicted of stealing $340,000 from not one, but 2 churches.
Oh.
Two churches. So this guy apparently used the money for gambling, restaurant bills, and his personal living expenses. I mean, he was swiping the cards, like the debit cards of these churches. Apparently, there was one point in time he got some access to the money and just wired it to himself. Like, this man was really wild. He had multiple different paper trails, and you would think he would stop there. At least when you get arrested, when you first get charged, you know. But when the court actually said, look, all right, we need to see your financial records, prosecutors said that Sanders submitted falsified documents to the court.
The pastor?
The pastor. So on top of all the bad stuff he had, he sent falsified documents to the court. And now he's facing an obstruction charge also, on top of the other 25 counts that he had.
And that there, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say
Don't
it.
say
I'm
it,
not gonna
'cause
say
y'all
it.
always
I'm not
take it
I'm
there.
not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But there is a special place in hell for you, brother. No devil's looking at you like, got another one. Got another one.
That first charge, devil said,
Let me see if I can tip him again.
by the fifth one. Okay.
Let me see if I can get him again. Oh, he gambling? Got him.
So now this guy is facing 20 years, y'all.
20
years. Yeah, I mean, because he's already been convicted. He's going to be sentenced in October. 20 years.
That's a lot.
That's a long
That's a
time.
long time. I don't know if he's going to get that. But I mean, you're stealing from the people, though.
Well, it's crazy that 20 years, like 340,000, that's not even worth 20 years.
Nah.
It's
That's
like the
also
people
true.
who do like $20 million and you live lavish, you were on yachts, and it's like, well, you know, you lived $340,000. You didn't even live like
Brother,
enough for
that's
this.
crazy.
I do think they need to sprinkle an extra couple of years, though, on top of it, just because you're stealing from, again, the people. People believe the words that you're
Amen.
saying.
Talk about it.
You don't have to
I
start
don't
doing.
know.
What is it? The ties? Is that what it? Ties.
Ties.
Oh my God.
Ties in prison is ramen noodles, bro. Everybody put in 10% of your ramen noodles in the basket.
Let me get a honey bun. Can I get a honey bun?
Hey, you
Amen.
stupid, bro.
Amen.
Oh, man. Anyways, boy, guess what happened to this lady in Atlanta? She went to a pharmacy to get her prescription, and turns out they gave her fentanyl instead.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
This is a 78-year-old woman from Decatur, Georgia. She went to a Publix pharmacy, and she had a prescription for like a hormone patch. So obviously, she thought they were her hormone patches. Turns out, you know, 3 weeks goes by. She's sick. She's throwing up. She's nauseous. She's dizzy. She's constipated.
Oh my God.
She's got severe just general illness, and her son eventually took her to the hospital where they said, yeah, you've been taking fentanyl.
Oh my God.
So now, you know, they go back to the pharmacy thinking, oh, you guys have some nerve. This lady's 78. You know, 78, you've already made it a long way without having to battle fentanyl.
Yeah.
And they say that Publix offered like $4,000 to compensate her.
No way.
And cover the medical expenses.
4,000.
And they had the nerve to say, oh, well, it's more than the $750 we usually give for this kind of thing.
Oh my God.
Oh, they got the nerve to tell me what?
Highly addictive at that. Now this girl, I mean, God forbid, what if she's hooked?
Now you hooked potentially.
Ooh, that's way more than 4,000. I need a couple meal off of that.
No,
one.
no, for real.
I might throw my life away just cause. just to make it a real good case.
You gotta feed the bloodline. He said for me.
I gotta continue to do this.
I mean, it's gonna be a case. It's gonna be a case now.
Yeah, Your Honor, she is now addicted and hooked. Look at her. Look at her, Your Honor.
You know,
Look at her, Your Honor.
crazy. So guess who said this was deeply troubling on Facebook? Civil rights attorney
Ben Crump.
Ben
Oh
Crump.
my God.
I should have known it.
It's not clear if he's taking the case, but you know he's weighing in.
Oh my God.
Ben Crump looked at this and was like, hold on.
Wait a
How
minute.
good is it? How good is it? $4,000. I'm taking it.
Just in the shadows
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this, man.
Birdman
Golly.
hands just waiting. That's
Oh my God.
Ben Crump, you a sick man, bro.
No, he's helping the people.
He is, but you a sick man, bro. We know what you're doing, dog. Chick-fil-A, come to the front. We all love you. We do. We all love you. But Chick-fil-A is now giving a warning to some customers that their personal information was exposed in a cyber attack targeting its website and mobile app. Now, do y'all use Chick-fil-A's mobile app?
No.
I used to.
Me too. Me too. So I don't know.
I'm due some money.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. You know
Right.
what I mean? So the Atlanta-based company says the automated attack hit a limited number of Chick-fil-A One Rewards accounts between June 17th and June 19th. Possibly exposing emails, phone numbers, mailing addresses, birthdays, and the last four digits of payment cards. All that information is very vital. You can get into a lot of stuff like that. So Chick-fil-A says it has secured and restored affected accounts, but it has not said exactly how many customers were impacted. Consumer expert says this is another reminder not to store all your information on unnecessary apps, which I don't anymore.
Hold on. This happened during those dates, June 17th to 19th?
June 17th to June
Or it's
19th.
people who like use the app during
No.
those days?
No. The attack happened between June 17th and June 19th.
So that means it's unknown
It's
who all
unknown.
was
Who knows?
impacted.
I mean, my account has not been hit at all.
Let me look.
Yeah, I didn't see.
I feel
I
like-
didn't see. You said your pocket's a little light.
I know.
Around
Chick-fil-A
that
has
time,
somebody-
around that time, it was. Hold on, I did skip.
I was
Hold on
wondering.
now, where that money? Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I had to go look at my statement too.
Huh.
Oh my God.
I see like 16 charges for Chick-fil-A.
I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on now. But here's the thing. That is a lot of information to have. And you can
yeah.
get into a lot of things with all that information. Like, you don't need too much to really break into somebody's anything.
That's
you know what I
real.
mean? So
That's real.
Glad they got it taken care of.
Well, those are your daily drop stories, but we also have a few other stories that we would like to tell you about. This one is out of Georgia, and I don't know why, but these inmates in a female prison were really just having too good of a time.
Yeah, this is a called Pulaski State Prison in Hawkinsville, Georgia. Just watch this video.
She like my bandana.
I mean, they made it look like it was a party. It's a party up in the prison, and they having a ball. I mean, she got a cowboy hat on. There's a whatever that is on the wall. They made this look like Dave and Buster's almost. But this right here, so I saw a tweet the other day that said, why women prisons don't ever, they must not be having fun in women prisons because you'll never see footage of it. And then literally this popped up the next day.
She has to be the ringleader because she is she in a bikini? The lady in the
I can't tell what they're
in the hat. She must be the person who organized it. The one in the cowboy hat.
So what I've gathered,
she's on vacation.
What I've gathered, this is vacation essentially. What I gathered from this video is that all the tables have food. They all got what they call in jail is spreads. There's spreads on all the tables. That way everybody can eat, everybody can have a good time. I don't know who has the boom box. I don't even know where they're getting the music from. That back there is like a pin the tail on the donkey type of situation in the back. They are having a ball. But this is my issue with stuff like this. They glorify these type of situations, and then they make jail look so much fun, and they make it look so much entertaining. And it's like, oh man, it ain't that bad to go in there. And it's like, nah, dog, this is not how it is on a daily basis, bro. Like,
who gave them those outfits? I just realized the lady at the beginning.
Oh, they made those.
Had orange. Oh, like she made herself a little bikini.
They made those.
You know, they do be having like programs though. Like the jails do be having programs to like for parties, for them to have parties. Maybe they had good behavior.
Nah, bro, this ain't no type of party like this. Because in jail, you have to be in a certain uniform at all times, and you also
That's what I thought.
You also have to have on. You also have to have on your clothes and your shirts while you're out in the day room, and they definitely were not clothed the correct way.
Good for them. They said we got free health care, free lodging, free parties. You're right. It looks way.
It looks way too fun.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at them, bro. I'm not mad at them.
Also, another thing that happened today, there was a maintenance worker in, where was this? Illinois. Struck 130 feet in the air inside a gas station sign.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy because I don't know.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Oh my God.
He just hanging in the Petro sign. So Illinois' maintenance worker had one of the longest and highest shifts imaginable, getting trapped in 130 feet in the air in the gas station sign. So this man was performing maintenance on the Petro sign on Interstate 85 in Wilmington when the lift he used to get inside suddenly malfunctioned. All right. And once the lift stopped working, there was no backup plan. The sign didn't have a ladder inside. So this man was basically locked inside this giant gas price billboard floating more than 10 stories high off the ground.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes. Firefighters arrived and immediately ran into the other problem. So the firefighters, here's another thing. The firefighters, their ladders only reached about 100 feet. He was 130.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. So they don't have, I'm assuming, a ladder on the lift.
No.
There's no way other than slide. I would have slid.
Bruh. But you see how that thing is? So in order for you to do that, you have to climb out there. You have to like shimmy like a little bit towards the pole to get down. So you can't even like just jump out and slide down the pole. You see how the Petro side, it's in the middle. The pole is in the middle. So you'll have to go down a little bit. So
where did his lift go though?
His lift it just malfunctioned. It just stopped working.
You would think that it was
up
there still.
So here's the crazy part. Crews used a drone to keep an eye on him as they searched the surrounding area for something tall enough to complete the rescue. They finally located a specialized lift at a job site in Joliet, and Illinois State Police escorted the machine through 17 miles to Williamton. They had to drive 17 miles. So this man was stuck up there for hours, bruh. Hours. So yeah, that sucks.
Dang.
He got down shortly after 4 p.m.
He could have burnt. Isn't that like a metal encasing that you?
He's inside it, so he's pretty. I mean, it's hot, but he's probably in there.
That'd be trapping heat.
Yeah, he's probably in there like
you just in for hours.
Just
boy, you gotta pee. I would have had to pee.
Oh, I'd have peed off the thing.
But how do you maneuver?
It'd have been raining pee.
Ah,
let it rain. Clear it out. Boy, that'd have felt like R. Kelly in that thing.
Oh my God.
And cars wouldn't even know. They'd be like,
Yeah,
huh,
but
it's
this-
not raining. That's weird.
Oh,
Swish,
man.
swish, swish, swish.
When the rain started becoming yellow.
Jesus.
This is wild.
We also have to talk about what these bears are up to. I don't know why, but there are a lot of bear stories in the news these days, and they're doing very suspicious things for bears. Number one, a bear climbed up a power line and just hung out there. And the whole thing was caught on camera. This happened in New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
That looks to me like the Matrix glitched.
That does.
What am I looking at right now? How did you even do this to yourself?
And he's balanced up there also.
And balanced, just chilling. So this lady said she was just driving down the highway and saw this, so she got out to film it. And she said she had just moved. I guess she was witness was driving from New Mexico to Oklahoma. Yeah, there it is. She's driving to Oklahoma when she saw this. She thought it was dead, but then she realized the whole thing was just chilling up there. So she, somebody else calls 911, and they didn't want to tranquilize it because they didn't want it to, just fall and straight down the pole and die. And so they ended up just kind of waiting to see what happened, but ultimately it was electrocuted and died.
Oh, wow.
I know.
What's up with these bears, bruh? What's going on? It's a lot of bear stories lately. I'm telling you, bro, they know something that we don't know. They acting very unusual.
They keep on getting into
Bruh.
like human things.
They're acting
They do.
very unusual, bruh.
They chased some people in a parking lot in Tennessee as well. Did you see that video? This
No.
happened a couple days ago. Usually bears just kind of stay in the trees. But this happened Saturday night. The black bear was running through a crowded parking lot, and this lady is basically just recording from a balcony nearby. She said she was just getting ready for bed when she heard everybody start screaming, and it didn't seem like a lot of people really had the urgency that I would have had to get in the car. But usually bears don't just
Oh my God.
come out like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All out in public, hanging out with people, like with the general public.
But this is Gatlinburg. This happens a lot in Gatlinburg.
I've never seen this actually.
Yeah, I've seen other videos where bears are just walking down that main street in Gatlinburg, where it's like super tourist area.
Yes, I've been to Gatlin. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Yeah.
But
That's
this,
crazy.
This is why you gotta spank. I told y'all, you gotta spank them. Like put the fear in them so they learn not to come into human
bears?
areas.
Then you just say
You gotta hit
go
it.
spank
you
a
don't
bear.
even spank. You don't even spank your kids. Talk about spanking a bear.
Okay, but it's human nature though. I mean, it's just nature though. I mean, you got to throw something at it, hurt it, so
Bears-
it learns not to come back.
Man, you should use
They're
that
too
same
comfortable.
logic with children.
Oh my God, no, that's an animal.
But that's not the only bear story that we have.
Yeah, we had a bear that was actually in somebody's car overnight, y'all. This thing got stuck overnight. Apparently, the neighbors heard that the bear was honking all night. They thought it was the neighbors. They was like, I don't know what's going on. I thought this was Gerald. I thought it was Gerald. Whole time when they woke up and seen that and kept on hearing it, they seen it was a bear the whole time.
Now that's a terrible neighbor.
Bro, I'd have been so mad at that bear, bro. I'd have been like, hey, look, dog. Hey, I'd at least been, hey, bro.
Well, I'm saying you thought it was your neighbor honking all night and you
All
didn't go
night.
look.
Oh, that means
Boy, what if
You
they
don't
were
care.
you don't care.
You don't
You're about your
care.
neighbor at all.
You don't care. So apparently the bear snuck in. The doors was unlocked. They left the doors unlocked. It got in. The door somehow closed, and then it locked itself inside of it.
Oh my gosh.
So then they tried to they ended up using a rope to get it out, to pull on it. But it caused a lot of damage in there, as you would expect.
Yeah.
The door panels was affected. I mean, scratches. I think the airbag deployed and everything.
God, dog.
Would you? That's a lot of money.
Jesus.
Would you rather deal with crime or rogue bears?
A black bear I could deal with.
Like just in the community, they're just
It's the white ones I'm scared of.
No, that's real one.
I know, I
Yeah,
know.
I got it.
but
I get it. It don't feel right coming from him.
From him.
From him, it don't feel right
specifically.
because he's not saying it in the way
Yeah.
that it's supposed to be said.
Right.
No, I get
Because
it.
polar bears are very dangerous.
and they do eat humans, but the way he says
Is
it,
racist. We gotta go to break. Entertainment's coming up next.
797. Yeah, it's just a reel. And it's quick too. It ain't number like 30 seconds.
Shout out if I have any family in the chat, because my mom told me she told some of my family to watch. So
okay.
Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them.
Shout out to Lana's people, man.
Yes, sir.
My family don't watch this shit at all.
Dang.
Nope.
Y'all's family doesn't support you guys?
They support, dude. My family has been supporting me since I was like 14 years old.
I'm sick of supporting
in
you.
this entertainment business, bro. Like, you gotta understand, like me and my dad moved to LA when I was 14, and my dad had to take like $30,000 of his savings out. Yeah, so it's like
for you?
Yes, just for me. So it's like my family has been supporting me in this entertainment journey since I was like 13, 14 years old. So when they don't watch stuff, I'm like, hey, dog, it's
you've done enough.
Y'all have done
You've done your part.
Way more than enough.
You've done your
bro.
part.
Way more
I
than
see.
enough.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
am A-okay. Like when I got on Christine Knows Best, they didn't watch one episode.
What?
Really?
And I had like over 30 episodes on that. Yeah. That
Were you like on the show, or were you just
No,
like the
I
guy
was-
who like popped up?
No.
And was like, huh?
No, I was on the show.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like the
black guy.
Chase would be mad if I said I was the only black guy, but I was one of the only black people on the show.
I mean, the show is what it is.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not.
that's what I said. But
It's not
and
like
I love
a
and I love them. And they, they're my people.
Oh,
But yeah, man.
that is nice.
Yeah. So when
Do you still hang out?
Yeah, that's my dog.
How are the parents?
They're good. They chilling. They got a little podcast.
That's not. I saw.
Mm.
I saw when they first got out, and Todd was like joking about you, and I'm like, man, he has a jolly attitude.
Oh, bro, he was in there running stuff.
Really?
I could see that.
He was in there running stuff.
That's crazy.
Bro,
Well,
Todd
I mean, he had
don't
money.
take, bro. No, it's not even about money. Todd, everybody think Todd's this one way, but Todd really don't play, bro. Like that man,
Really?
yeah, bro. He
Wait,
might-
like a
like a yes. Like he might be very feminine when it comes to like or a metro.
yeah,
Man, that man don't play, bro. I'm not
like in a like for real. Oh my god,
I'm not messing with Todd. I'm good.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
That's
good.
crazy.
Yeah. Todd cool. Todd cool. When Todd love you, he love you.
Yeah.
Like he'll do anything for you. But you know what I'm saying? It's just one of the people that you just don't want to get on his bad side.
Wow.
It's one of those.
Because he seems so just
Yeah,
chill.
but it's like one of those people that's like, dog, he like when people be like, yo, I'm gonna go low, Todd, he's the type of person
To go to hell.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
I can see
yes.
how.
Like all the way.
Yeah.
Like it's
Okay. Welcome back to Hot 97 News, everybody. It is time for the entertainment portion of the show, and you will never guess, you really won't guess, who just announced their first album in 22 years.
My Sherry Amore, pretty little one that I adore. You're the only one my heart beats for.
Oh,
Stevie
last line.
Wonder!
Let's go!
Come on, Stevie. So Stevie is reportedly preparing to release his first full album in more than 2 decades at 76 years old.
That's crazy. You went with For My Cherie and More, huh?
Yeah, that was a good one. Which one would you have went with?
I mean, I went with, I Just Called to Say I Love You.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Superstition.
I just called. Hey, to say that's a good one
yeah,
too.
you know,
That's a good
yeah,
one.
He's got some hits.
He does have some hits.
Can he do it again?
Yeah, well, let's hope.
That's
so
the question.
He was just at a show recently, and he talked about it. So this he dropped the bomb on everybody.
Through the eyes of wonder next year. And what can I say? Oh, I'm gonna add former songs that I was working on when I did Songs in Key of Life to the actual package that they're gonna release. So I told y'all enough. I love you.
Stevie said, hold on now. I can't be giving out too much information now. So it's crazy, man, because if this does arrive, he would have not have dropped a song or an album since 2005. And that album was Time to Love. And that is wild.
Through the Eyes of Wonder. Is that what he said it's going
Yeah,
to be called?
so yeah, Through the Eyes of Wonder is reportedly the name of the album. The album is reportedly being prepared. That's what he says for 2027. You know, a wild thing. So, I mean, not the name drop or anything, but my uncle is Stevie's consultant.
Really?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Let me find out you have some money.
Listen, let me explain something to you. Funny story. I'm out in LA. My uncle comes out to LA. He calls me. He goes, "Hey man, you want to go eat? I'm about to leave and go back to Indiana. Like, I'll take you out to lunch." I said, "Cool, whatever." He meets me at this restaurant down the street from my house. I walk to the restaurant. My uncle pulls up in a Tesla, gets out, and we go into the restaurant. I'm like, "All right, yo," and he just waves at whoever's in the Tesla. Tesla's all tinted out, can't see. And we walk into the restaurant. I was like, "Oh man," he was like, "Oh man, hold on, man, I left something in Stevie's car." I said, "You left something in Stevie's car?" He was like, yeah, let me go back and get it. Girl, I'm not thinking anything of it. I was like, "Oh man, so Unc, who's Stevie?" "Oh, Stevie Wonder."
Wow.
Hey, bruh, just so cool, calm, and collective. Just like, yo, yeah, man, I was just at his house. We were just chopping it up about some things and da-da-da.
Stevie Wonder's car.
And he just dropped me off. Oh, well, it was a Tesla. He had a driver.
Okay, I was.
Stevie Wonder would never beat the allegations of him being able to see.
Can he see?
I always think that.
Through the eyes of wonder?
Through the eyes of Stevie.
He's going to have a song.
Hey, listen.
I can see.
Come on now.
I could see this whole
I
time.
always thought Stevie Wonder could see, and I'm never gonna not live. He caught a microphone a mic stand one time. Like, bro, you're not telling me that he could see. So I am really excited for this album because I am
awesome.
a huge Stevie fan. So
Me too.
Yeah, man, this is some super dope news to come out of, like, yo, Stevie Wonder's dropping an album. That's hard.
Yeah.
Now, from one artist to another, Diddy's lawyers say they are having a hard time contacting him.
Yeah, man. Diddy is preparing to fight back against Rodney Lil Rod Jones, but his lawyers say there's one major problem. They cannot properly reach their own client inside a federal prison.
How?
That's
only in one spot.
Where can he go? So Diddy's civil attorneys have asked a New York judge for another 3 weeks to file his formal response and plan court claims in Lil Rod's lawsuit. Now, the deadline had already been moved once from June 30th to July 21st. Now, attorney Erica Wolf is asking to push it again, this time until August 11th. So, and this is not Diddy asking to get out of prison. This is a whole separate case that's going on. So Lil Rod, a producer who worked on Diddy's Love album.
Was that the one in the documentary?
Yes. So Off the Grid sued him for $30 million in 2024. Jones alleged that Diddy sexually assaulted, drugged, harassed, and threatened him while they were working together.
He's suing for $30 million, and now Diddy can't be found in jail.
Come on now.
Where he's in one building.
And Diddy
okay.
and Diddy is denying those allegations as he should.
Yeah.
So Diddy's amended answer is where he formally respond to that is left of the lawsuit, basically telling the court which allegations he admits, which one he denies, and what defense he intends to use. But Diddy is also preparing for counterclaims. All right, so that means he is not only planning to say, "I did not do this," he may be preparing to say, "and now I have legal claims against you." And we just don't know what exactly those claims are yet because his lawyer has not been able to reach them.
It's got to be like defamation.
Dog, that's what I'm thinking.
I remember seeing that documentary and his particular story, his part that when he started talking stood out amongst all the others. Him talking about how he went to sleep, woke up.
Hey, bro,
He was hurting. And he was hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And things like that. It was like, oh my God, like this is somebody that's actually going through it. But I will say though, the whole time I was hearing the story, I'm like, why did you stay on that yacht?
I was thinking the same thing. Because the first day you wake up and you feel some pain in the back end where you didn't think, you woke up in a bed and XYZ. So then I stayed another night.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Well, it's Diddy.
Like, what?
It's Diddy, but at what point? I mean, I think that Diddy could possibly claim, I'm not saying, I'm not a lawyer, of course, I'm not anything like that, but I could see him saying like, maybe he
was consensual in some way.
Yeah, maybe he consented on it. That's what I'm saying.
We don't know, but like if you came back.
If you keep on staying on the yacht and keep waking up near me, I mean, at that point, I think you cool with it.
So do you think that he maybe wanted to come out because he started seeing everybody else come out and he was like, yo, I need some of that money that everybody's trying to get? Do you think that's what it is?
Or didn't he say he was drugged?
He did say he was drugged.
Maybe he literally did not remember and then woke up and
multiple nights though, bro.
Yeah, multiple nights is crazy.
If he can't remember at all, and he just has a sneaking suspicion, plausible deniability. I mean, maybe later on he hears other allegations and says, "Wait a minute, I remember hurting around that time too." We don't know.
That is a possibility. I don't know, man. He kept on talking about, he just needed money and things like that. It just got to a point where it's like, bro, you kind of sold yourself out. So I don't necessarily know how much respect I hold in that case for him. So it's a tough one.
I don't think it's tough at all, to be totally honest with you.
Really?
I think
you think Diddy's gonna win it or he's gonna lose it?
I think he's gonna lose. I think because I think one of the reasons why Diddy is not being, I guess, talked to or found or whatever the case may be is because they know that this probably is not gonna stick.
Lawyers could at any point go to the jail where he should be.
Facts.
So you could reach him if you try.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I think they are intentionally not reaching out to him or not getting able to get in touch with him because of this, because they know they probably will lose.
Oof.
Wow. That's how I feel. I don't know. That's how I feel.
I can see
Oof. In the meantime, big oof for Nike employees. There was a $2 million cargo theft ring that involved Nike employees at a warehouse in Memphis.
Yeah, man, it's kind of actually crazy. I don't know if you guys remember a while back, Nike employee, not the Nike employee, but one of the people that was head of Nike, their son was backdooring shoes. This is like this is like a while ago. He was backdooring shoes a while ago at Nike, like backdooring, really getting like crazy. So this is one of the biggest names in sneaker culture is now connected to the federal case. So it's not just Nike. It's actually a sneaker thing called Cool Kicks. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Cool Kicks.
Cool Kicks sounds familiar.
It's a website, but then essentially you can go in there and you buy resale shoes. You know what I mean? You get a lot of shoes for resale. So
so they was making money if it's resale.
Bruh. Very much so. Very much so, especially if you're backdooring. So Barack Abraham, who's this guy right here, pull him up, Will, the co-founder and co-owner of the popular Los Angeles sneaker store Cool Kicks, has been charged alongside online resellers Jorge Cellular, better known as Jorge Sales, and he's deleted everything, all this stuff, so I couldn't find him. And a third Los Angeles man named Roy Lee Harvey Jr. Now, this was allegedly much bigger than sneakerheads figuring out how to get in the early Jordans. Federal prosecutors have indicted 12 people, including 6 former Nike employees, in what authorities describe as a sophisticated cargo theft operation running out of Nike's major distribution warehouse in Memphis, which I never knew their distribution warehouses in Memphis, because if I knew that, probably would have been along with them 12. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. According to investigators, members of the group would identify the most valuable and desirable Nike products inside the warehouse. They would then allegedly place fake UPS. This is crazy. They would place fake UPS shipping labels on the box, redirect the shipments to addresses around the country, and have somebody waiting there to pick up everything. Wow. That's wild. So the shoes technically left the Nike warehouse looking like regular packages, and they were just allegedly headed to a completely different finish line, which is wild. So prosecutors claim Abraham and Roy Harvey worked together to produce shipping labels using equipment and UPS account connected to Cool Kicks. Once the shipments were received, Abraham and Cellular allegedly paid Harvey and other members of the operation more than $900,000 for the stolen shoes. Those sneakers were allegedly resold online and inside the Cool Kicks boutique on Melrose, way above price.
Wow.
Yeah, because you just bought them from $900,000, so now you're gonna get probably 1.5 off of the shoes that you just sold for resale. I mean, for retail. You bought these shoes for retail, bro. You about to flip them for resale. It's gonna be crazy. That's Cool Kicks actually came out and posted this. They ended up saying Barack Abraham was indicted in Memphis, Tennessee for purchasing items that were allegedly stolen from Nike. Mr. Abraham denies charges. While Abraham owns stock in Cool Kicks, the indictment contains no allegations of wrongdoing by Cool Kicks or anyone else associated with Cool Kicks. But he did use the Cool Kicks. I mean, that's neither here nor there. Cool Kicks has terminated Mr. Abrams' relationship with the company. Cool Kicks remains focused on serving our customers and community. Cool Kicks will continue to work diligently to prioritize the integrity of our products and honesty of our business operations.
Man, I just wish that this whole sneaker culture could just die out. I hate to say it, bro. Like,
Me too.
I've never been the type of person that was just into shoes or anything like that. I never
like
cared.
shoes.
I used to get flamed in school back in the day. I mean, for not caring. I mean, granted, I couldn't afford to care, but that's neither here or there. That's neither here or there. I did grow up like I still don't get the hype behind like spending multiple amounts of money on shoes. It just doesn't add up to me.
I can't agree. I do like shoes. I like shoes a lot, but I'm not a sneakerhead. I when I see a pair of shoes that are fire, I will buy them. You know what I mean?
I saw you try to order a pair of shoes on the news.
I did too.
So I don't know why you lying to the public because I've never seen that before.
I did see that.
I did try to
10 o'clock. You got to push this button.
I did try to order a pair. I tried to order a pair of slides on the news, but that doesn't make me a sneakerhead. I just like shoes, but I'm never buying anything resale. I've never bought any resale shoes.
Okay.
I'm only bought retail shoes. Like buying stuff resale, that's how you know that you got a problem. You're addicted to shoes. Me, I'm
all right.
If I can't get it on the drop, I'm not getting it. So
Okay.
yeah, Nike is out of $2 million, which sucks. But there is a lot of people out there with brand new shoes for the low.
Okay. I'm gonna skip this story because I think I want to know what you're thinking about this. Young Miami, we all know who Young Miami is. She's a rapper. She's an artist. She has a song called Spin Dat, which I actually have not heard because I don't really listen to music these days. Part of because of the allegations we're talking about right now. There's a man named, Nikki Gilbert? Or is that a woman?
It's a girl.
Okay, woman named Nikki Gilbert who said that Young Miami's song Spin Dat is witchcraft and is vowing to block its Grammy run.
What?
Come on now.
What about, because I don't know about this song.
Spin that. You never heard? Where all my scamming brothers at? Where you in that money at? Y'all go, y'all bad. Spin that. Hey, spin that.
Oh, yeah, that's witchcraft.
So it's pretty much, the song is about girls tricking or girls dating dudes that trick.
Right.
So, that's pretty much what the song is about.
Witchcraft.
I don't know about witchcraft.
All right, I see it. No, you gotta see with your third eye.
So here's where Nikki's argument is. Nikki's argument is that when a song repeats the same message over and over, okay, I get where you come from, especially with a catchy chant and an easy dance and millions of people are singing along, it starts doing more than entertaining you. All right, she believes it starts conditioning people to accept whatever the record is promoting. But if that's the case, Nikki, every song in the world would be doing that, and it probably would be witchcraft.
It basically is.
You know what I mean? No, not necessarily. I'm not gonna go that far.
Gospel? I mean, we can't even. We all know some gospel songs that has hooks, that has lines, and we chant them all the time. Is that witchcraft?
And you feel it, but that's like a part
That's
of
the Holy Ghost.
That's
That's
a
the
whole
difference.
like a religious type situation. If you riddle me why you listen to a ton of rap music, and not necessarily like 100% of the time, but you might start buying lean. You might start sagging your pants like the artists do. You might get a gun. You might get a chain. If you listen to a ton of country music, you might get a cowboy hat. You might start wearing jeans. You might start drinking beer. You might start,
beating your wife.
but beating your wife, wearing a white beater. I mean,
here's the thing, Lana. I get what you're saying. Yes, what we put into our spirit definitely does. If you're not strong enough spiritually, you will forever be attacked by music.
For sure.
Yeah, you will forever be attacked by music. But me, on the other hand, I think my spirituality is very tough. I mean, I have built a shield to where music can go on one ear and out the other,
Yeah.
and then I can just listen to it and not think anything of it. But there are people out there with weak spiritual upbringings, or they have a weak spiritual backing to where it's like, yo, I hear this and I immediately
resonate with it.
Yeah.
And I want to.
Now girls, now you gotta spend $100,000 on me, or you gotta you gotta this, that.
Now
and the
I
third.
want you to scam.
You gotta
now
scam.
I'm looking for a scammer.
100%.
Men listen to that. Oh, I need to scam.
100%. I get where Nikki is coming
Witchcraft.
from, but
especially when you're younger,
Yeah.
like in high school. That's when that's when music's like most impressionable on you.
Now I understand where, like I said, I understand where she's coming from, but me personally, I don't believe this because of how I'm built.
Yeah.
This might be very much so witchcraft in its own sense. And this has been something that's been said for years about hip hop music.
And I don't see why Young Miami is getting called out for it. That's what I don't get. Because like you're saying, if this song is witchcraft, then you kind of have to say it about everything.
So here's what Nikki said. Nikki's made it clear that she does not have personal beef with Young Miami.
Yeah.
Right. So she said Carisha is beautiful and she is has a fun personality. Her problem is strictly with the message of Spin That.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens when a record like this becomes so successful that labels immediately start searching for 10 more more versions of it. So she doesn't have a problem with the artist. She has a problem with the music that the artist is putting out. So, I mean, I guess if Young Miami was to say that, hey, say that, where are all my saving brothers? You know what I mean? Like, you know, she probably wouldn't have had no problem. But at the end of the day, that is still witchcraft in your definition of what you're saying.
That's what I was saying. So maybe witchcraft is not necessarily bad or good. It just is what it is. You're influencing people to do certain things. Because again, I'm a firm believer. Gospel does it all the time. We call it the Holy Ghost, but it's vibrations that we all hear, and we all act on those vibrations and those words. You hear stomp, and everybody starts stomping. That's witchcraft, but it's not a bad thing.
No.
Y'all seen Harry Potter. There
Yes.
are good people and there are bad people.
Yeah.
You know, that's just a movie.
Right.
But like you could do it either way. If the songs all were about save money, don't spend money, educate yourself.
Save
But
that.
nobody
Get
wants
into
nobody
science.
wants to
Nobody
hear
wants
that.
to hear
Nobody
that.
wants to hear that.
People want to hear, oh, I'll put a hit out on you and kill you.
100%.
Is that not insane?
No, I get what you're saying.
It is wild.
I'm going to deal drugs and harm your whole bloodline because your family will never recover now that you're an addict and you're going to jail. That's what I'm going to sing. That's crazy.
It is nuts.
It's crazy when you think
It is
about
nuts.
it.
And
Science, I don't want to hear about that. What?
And NDIRE jumped in too. Y'all know who NDIRE is.
Yeah.
Right? So NDIRE joined in the conversation and said the mass acceptance of the song points to a larger cultural problem. She said she believes that everything you watch, eat, and listen to influence you in some way, which is very much so.
Facts.
We already know that the food that we put in our body and the stuff that
Facts.
we consume on TV definitely plays a part in our everyday life. Little do we know, even if we don't want to say that it doesn't, we subconsciously do things that we see on TV and listen to and hear it all the time. So, hey man, I agree and I disagree, but I feel like if you want to listen to those type of that type of music, then your spirituality should be built up strong enough to where it doesn't affect it doesn't penetrate your shield. You know what I mean?
As soon as you start wearing something different then you might need to take a look at yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Anywho, there is a rapper actually from Brooklyn who is trying to make a platform to protect artists from getting exploited by AI.
Yeah, I love this story, man. So AZ is for anybody who doesn't know who AZ is one of the most respected lyricists to come out of Brooklyn. And a lot of people don't know his music or listen to him. He introduced himself to the world with the legendary verse on Nas' Life's a B-Word from Illmatic, and then gave us Do or Die from Sugar Hill, The Firm, and more than 30 years of New York hip-hop history. So now, instead of allowing artificial intelligence, which we talked about yesterday with Sony, to study the history for free, AZ says he wants to own the digital version of his knowledge and get paid whenever somebody uses it. And this is what he says. This is what he's building.
For 30 years, I gave the coach of my life. From East New York to Illmatic, Do or Die, and The Firm, I wrote a blueprint. But the industry always had a way of taking. First it was the masters, publishing, even money from shows and merch. Now it's your thoughts. Artificial intelligence has been feeding off our thoughts, our stories, our lyrics, our legacy, paying nothing. They call it progress. I call it death. It's time for a fix. Welcome to the decentralized intelligence economy.
Hey.
I'm not just an artist anymore. I'm a founding partner at theplmmarket.com. We built the professional language model, the PLM. It's a living, queryable digital asset built for my knowledge, my words, my truth. No scraping, no hallucinations. When you query my PLM, you're taken directly to the source. And the best part, the artists get paid every single time.
Crazy.
I'm the first flagship, numero uno, number 001, but I won't be the last. We are recruiting the first 100 experts, artists, and visionaries to take their power back. Your expertise trained AI for free for a decade. That ends today. Ask me anything at the PLM, the future of AI, the fix for AI. Visit plmmarket.com and join the decentralized intelligence economy.
So instead of an AI system grabbing random information from AZ from all over the internet and possibly getting the answer completely wrong, it will pull directly from material AZ approved and show the answer, show where that answer came from. And each time somebody pays to access that information, AZ is supposed to receive a cut. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes. But why do I care what AZ approves?
What do you mean? Because he's got 30 years of hip hop experience.
Okay.
But what stops everyone from going around that?
It's also that is a good point. I mean, that's also a great
Like,
point.
say some AI in China wants to go around it and use it like people's intellectual property. Like, how is that going to stop it?
That's valid.
But is this just for like artists as in singers and like musicians, or is this for literally anybody?
Oh no, this is just for like artists. Yeah.
So he's given his expertise through AI.
Yes.
In a sense.
Yes,
Okay.
essentially.
I guess I could see that, but I mean,
I see it. I don't think it works.
It could be one of those things where it's a model that people start taking from. Because if Jay-Z started something like that, I could definitely see people getting into that. But I mean,
so you're saying because it's him, and then
I don't know the guy. I'm young.
That's
I'm sorry,
crazy.
but I mean,
That's crazy.
if it's somebody that's like notable, then I'm like, okay, I'm in it. I want to see.
See,
it.
that's the
I hate
problem
to
right
say
there.
it.
Y'all don't want to give new people a chance.
I hate to
We
say
a new
it.
show.
I hate
We
to
a
say
new
it.
show, and you know
That
what
is
I'm
true.
saying?
That is true.
Oh,
That is true.
I
That
think
is
it's dope.
true.
I think it's very dope. I think this is something that it's not. I don't think it's going to be revolutionary, but I think it will be something that will at least help out these artists a little bit.
I mean, at least it gives them their flowers.
Yes.
And like it gives them credit where credit is due versus these other companies that are just stealing it
1,000%
and profiting it on their own. Okay, can we actually talk about Jake Paul?
Yes.
Because Jake Paul says he's going to join the NFL when he's done boxing, and he said that teams are interested.
Jake Paul, you just want to receive all the CTE, don't you? You just want it all, brother. Good God Almighty. So I'm just gonna let Jake Paul say what somebody asked him a question about joining the football.
Focus through your plan to get to the NFL more?
I mean, it's pretty simple. Just like when I started boxing, it's funny to see the tweet and deleters out there, the non-believers, the naysayers. Shout out to Drake. I think there's a lot of super mediocrity in the NFL, a lot of not good athletes, a lot of people dropping passes on a consistent basis. I have better hands than them. I'm faster than them. I'm stronger than them. I work harder than them. Really, all it's going to take is just me after boxing, practicing some routes. I have a couple teams and coaches that I've already talked to that are interested in bringing me onto the team. It's really going to be quite easy.
Do you have a dream team you'd like to play for?
I mean, I'd love to go to the Cleveland Browns. Been a Browns fan my whole entire life. My mom is a diehard Browns fan, and I think they could use some good receivers over there. Number 17, Browns reserve the jersey now. Thank you.
Man, Mike Tyson must have hit you super hard. All right, he must
Davis, one of y'all.
he must have hit you super hard because that is a wild statement to make, saying the NFL contains some of the best. They don't contain some of the best athletes. Are you kidding me? Are we? What are we talking about, Jake Paul? Jake Paul, listen, I will give you your flowers when it comes to boxing. I will.
Will you?
Yes, Jake Paul can box. He is a pretty good boxer.
He's like normal.
He's like okay. The time I don't watch it a lot.
He's
the
a pretty
times
good
that I
boxer.
have, he was okay.
He's above average.
He
He's
was
above average. Okay, that's
but
pretty good.
average is that's a low part.
Oh, okay.
There's
All
a lot of fantastic boxers out there. So
Yeah.
for you to be just like right above your neighborhood boxing club
That's what I'm saying. Neighborhood boxing.
It's not. It's.
I don't think Jake Paul should go to the NFL. I mean, to be totally honest with you, bruh, you might want to stop taking hits to the head, okay? Just be done with the hit. Go back to YouTube. Go back to, you know what I'm saying, your content, bruh. Like, you did your boxing thing. You proved to the world that you can box somewhat, as they would say. I don't think anybody wants to see you on the field, to be totally honest with you.
I don't. I mean, the average age of an NFL player is 26 to 27. This guy's 29.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, bro, slow down, calm down, take a seat.
I had a lot of respect for him in that was it Davis or Johnson? Anthony
Joshua.
Davis?
Joshua.
Anthony Joshua. That Anthony Joshua fight, because he was taking like real hits. And
broke
I
his
didn't
jaw.
realize, okay, you were actually in the ring. That's it. But he didn't like do a great job.
Oh,
It
no,
was
'cause he
very
fought a
clear
real
that
fighter.
He was fighting a real fighter. So it almost seems like he'd have to go find like some high school graduates and join their league so he could make himself look good in that sense. So you can't join just the NFL. That's insane.
Bro, I don't think you realize, bro, them NFL, they real head hunters, and they get you out there, they gonna try to knock your block off.
Exactly.
And so I guarantee Cleveland's quarterback will probably throw a route in the air just for a safety to come and clean shot you in the face, bro. Jake, hey man, just stay where you at, brother. We good.
He wants to be like his older brother because his older brother got into wrestling, you know, and he's actually really good.
He's actually good.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens with that. But that is going to do it for us, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
A major move today. Hot 97 is expanding.
Hot 97 has launched a full streaming television channel.
Hot 97 is no longer just a radio station, it's now a streaming network.
Welcome to Hot 97 News. Let's dive into the news because the news has been newsing.
Hot 97 Mornings with Mero. We got Shiny Culture in the building. Leah Bell in the building.
Good morning.
And DJ Cass One.
You know what it is. You know how I get down with the Funk Flex energy, baby.
Let's get it, Flex.
Nobody don't want no smoke.
Wow, it got spicy real fast. Here for it all.
We're here for it all. That's
Let's
it.
go. Mariah Carey takeover.
The people made it happen.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to all the classrooms and we turning up.
Good morning, students. My name is Wale. Aren't you supposed to be in class? Wale, you supposed to be in class, man.
Rihanna has become a true worldwide icon.